Alright, today's video is about box, whiskers, and quartiles. Okay, and this is another one that I didn't really understand before I had to help you guys learn it and help my daughter with some homework. So this may be one that parents haven't seen before, and that's okay. We're going to watch this video, do some Googling, figure it out. Okay. First, before I get going too far, I'm just going to give myself a set of data to work with, because box and whiskers and quartiles all have to do with sets of data. So I am just literally going to make up some data for myself and for you to work with. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so there's a bunch of random numbers, and these can mean pretty much anything. These could be, I don't know, number of siblings you have. This could be, I guess it could be shoe size, 1 to 12. It could be the number of ice creams you ate in the last week, at which point these 3 kids should be feeling pretty sick right about now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You know what, I'm going to give myself another 1 right here, so I have an odd number of numbers, and I'll tell you why in a bit. Okay, so I should have 15 numbers now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. First, I'm going to talk to you about quartiles. Okay, the quart or quarter should give you a sense that you are dealing with something that involves, taking things and dividing them into 4 groups. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, okay, so step 1, find the median. Okay, and remember, to find a median, you find the middle most number. You order numbers from smallest to greatest, which I've conveniently done for us, and then you find the middle most number. Okay, and the median can also be called Q2, quartile 2. Okay, and I'll explain that a little bit more in a second. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 7 on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I circle up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so Q2, or the second quartile, equals 5. Okay, and because I'm about to divide this data into parts, and I'm actually going to start with that middle right there. Okay, you can think of that as a middle. All right, I've got 7 on either side. So my step 2 is to find the medians on either side of Q2. Okay, so if this is my median, then now I have this set of numbers right here. And I have this set of numbers. Okay, and the things that I find on this side, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that would be 3 on each side. So Q1, the first quartile, the mid number is going to be 2, okay, and Q3, which is going to be on this side, is 9, okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of looking at that and thinking, well, I'm seeing 3 numbers, and you said quartile, or I'm seeing 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, look, 1. So this would be 1 section. This would be 1. This would be 1, and this would be 1. So if you look at it that way, you kind of see where the quarter comes from. Okay, from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here, okay? I know that was super light, but I'm not going to distract them too much, okay? All right, so I get to the end of the first quarter, Q1, and I have a 2. I get to the end of the second quarter, and I have a 5. I get to the end of the third quarter, I have a 9, and then Q4 would be the end of my data, but I'm actually only looking at this, this, and this for right now. So I have circled 3 numbers, and I'm actually going to be talking about 5 of them. So, but the whole idea of a quartile comes from these like groupings. That there are 4 like ranges of numbers in there. So, just to explain how you got quarter there when you circled 3, and you're actually going to wind up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Okay. So I have now found the medians on either side. Okay, and a little note to self. If you have an even number, in other words, if there's not a convenient spot right in the middle, you just average. Just find the mean or average. Okay. So if you don't have an easy median, remember you are going to be averaging. And I may do an example that shows you that here at the end. Okay, so, but for right now, I now have 5 numbers, 1, 2, 5, 9, and 12. Okay, Q2 was my median. Q1 and Q3 were the medians of the median. Okay, and this is where I am going to draw my graph. Okay, so I'm going to give myself some space right here. And I'm going to put my Q2, my absolute middle here. Okay, here's my 5. All right. And then 4, 3, 2. There's my 2. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 1. Put 0 there. Okay. So, the way that I'm going to draw this, I am actually going to draw a line right here where my median is, okay? And then I am going to draw lines at the 2 and the 9, and I'm going to turn that into a box, okay? And the line I really want to be able to see is the Q2 line, or the median, or the middle quartile, okay? And what this is showing me right here is it's showing me that the bottom 25% of my data is right here. This is the upper 75%, okay? And this is the absolute middle, okay? So right there is the median, okay? This range, this box, can be called the IQR, which stands for interquartile range. Okay. Then I kind of leave a line here and draw a line here at the 1, because that was the bottom of my range, and a line here at the 12. Okay, and I can have this on a number line like that. So I can have this kind of on a bar like that, but I can also have it just where it looks like this, okay? Sometimes you'll see them, and it'll just be kind of a box like this, okay? And you'll have the number 5 marked, the number 1, and the number 12, okay? So it can be on a line or it can be by itself. Okay. The box, like I said, is the interquartile range, and the two numbers on the outside, okay, so the 1 and the 12, these are called the outliers. Okay. So in other words, most people are kind of in this range. Like if you think about this as, the number of ice creams that people ate, most people ate, somewhere around 5 ice creams last week, but this weirdo ate 12, and this guy only ate 1, or if it's a number of siblings or whatever it is, okay? And these lines right here that connect the outliers to the box, those are the whiskers, okay? And I think you can see that, okay? So I know that that's a lot, and I am going to, right here at the bottom, give you an example where you have to do some averaging. So if you'll hold on just a second. Right here is just another example. So I'm just going to call this another example. Okay. So on this one, I have 8 numbers. So my median right here, and the average of 3 and 5 is 4. Why? Because 3 plus 5 equals 8. There's 2 numbers, 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Okay, so that would be my kind of midpoint, and then I would need to find the median on either side. Okay, so my median is that 4, and here's where it's kind of interesting. Okay, so if 4 is my median, okay, so it's right here in the middle, right? So on my box and whisker, okay, I have a 4 right there in the middle. Okay, now I take out the median when I'm figuring out so Q2 equals 4. When I'm figuring out Q1 and Q3, but my actual median wasn't even here, like it was in the middle, right? So up here, I took the 5 out, but down here, my median was 4, and so when I'm looking at the others, I'm actually still going to include the 3 and the 5 when I'm finding Q1 and Q3. Okay. And that's because the number that's being excluded, the 4, is like, it's not even there, right? It was in between those two. Okay, so now I've got, again, this kind of these even numbers. So I've got 2 2s here, and I've got a 5 and a 6 here. Well, if I average 2 and 2, 2 plus 2 is 4 divided by 2, so that's going to be 2. So that's what's in the middle there. Okay, and in between 5 and 6 is 5.5. Okay, so my box goes from 4 2 to 2, 5, and 5.5. So there's my interquartile range. It is from 2 to 5.5. Okay, and then my first whisker is at 1. Okay, 5.5, 6, 7, 8, and my other whisker is all the way at 8. Okay, so there is my box and whisker plot for a data set with even numbers. So box, whiskers, quartiles. Okay, this is one that I'm going to expect that you need some practice with. Look in the review folder, look online. There's lots of places that you can practice. And so your note down here, note, okay, is that if you have an even number, if Q2 is an average, so it's not actually one of the numbers, then you use the numbers you averaged in Q1 and Q3. So in other words, I included that, sorry, I'm realizing you can't actually see what I just wrote. So if Q2 is an average, so it's not actually one of your numbers, then you use the numbers you average, the 3 and the 5, to find Q1 and Q3. And of course, Q1 was 2 and Q3 was 5.5. Okay? All right, so there you go. Oops. Pox, Whiskers, and Quartiles.